What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So let's just get up into this video. I know y'all was like, damn, bitch, I thought you said you was gonna put it earlier. I know, but y'all just bear with me. I'm not even gonna do that no more and say, well, y'all gonna get it this time, y'all gonna get it that time, because like the staff situation at my job is so up and down. Sometimes we got enough people, sometimes we don't. We did have an extra person come in yesterday. He was first of all, I was off Monday, and the bitch that's supposed to come in, she didn't do shit. Okay, so I'm doing her. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. All right, we didn't have another person. My other coworker was in a meeting practically all day, so it was almost like I was by myself anyway. So that's why I didn't do this earlier. But let's just get into it. The weather's been nice. I mean, it's been a little bit of rainy here and there, but other than that, it is spring. So happy spring to everybody. Spring to finally showed her ass, and I am glad. All right. So hey, let's get into it. The first news of the day is Maury Povich, you are no longer on air, okay? Listen, I know Maury got to be tired. Maury has got to be tired. Now that man can go and actually sit down and enjoy the rest of his life and the rest of the years that he probably got left. I did not realize Maury Povich was like in his 80s, okay? That man looked good for being in his 80s. Um, they canceled his show after 30 years, either 30 or 31 years. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just don't know, okay? Some of y'all youngest, y'all talk about the talk shows that's up today. Your Wendy Williams. That is such a sad thing that's going on with Wendy. I feel so bad for her. We'll talk about that in a second. You talk about you got The Real, you got The View, you got, who, no, take The View off because The View was back then too a little bit. But we could put The View is probably one of the most original ones that's still standing. That came later in the talk show era, but it's still here and been on for like at least a couple of decades, at least 2 or 3 decades. I don't know how many decades, but at least two. It's been on for a minute. But the talk, The Real, Wendy Williams. You got the Tamron Hall show. You got Kelly Clarkson. You had Nick Cannon's show. You got Jennifer Hudson about to bring her show on. You had the Ellen show. All these new girls that y'all probably used to watch. Oh, they ain't had nothing on the talk shows back in the day, like in the 90s and everything. Baby, we had Sally Jeff. This is the ones that I used to watch, okay? I don't know about nobody else. Sometimes used to watch Montel Williams, all right? Sally Jesse Raphael and her red glasses, that was a must. Ricky Lake, of course. Ricky Lake was one of the first places where I actually saw Usher perform, for the first time. All right. This is back then when talk shows actually brought on, new acts, whatever, that was undiscovered, that were underground. They was just signing, trying to get some little exposure, whatever. And they get up there, do their first little single, or try to get some little exposure, get some little promo going through, little, ooh, look at that. Usher was on Ricky Lake. I would never forget that episode when he was up there doing his thing. I said, oh, all right. Then we had Jenny Jones. Okay, that was the first time we ever saw B2K on that, and they did their first single. I was like, oh wow. And then they blew up from that. Who else was there? What I say? Oh, and if you go back, I want y'all to do y'all little research on Jenny Jones, okay? Because that show went through some stuff. Of course, the classic Jerry Springer. Everybody watched Jerry Springer at one point or another. To find out that he was actually in politics, he was actually a judge, like real life, not this play shit that he probably doing now, but real life, he was a judge. Okay, I was just like, I just could not. Either he was a judge or he was like a senator, a House of Representatives. He was something, bitch, in politics and everything. And it's just like, I just cannot imagine Jerry Springer doing some stuff like that. But moving on, what other shows that I used to watch? Oh, Miss Mother Love, bitch, Mother Love. Oh, girl, we used to have some shows back in the day, and Maury was one of them. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know what happened with Maury where things began to change. All right, because when Maury first came on, when I started watching it as a kid, first of all, Maury has been on my whole life. 30 years, okay? My whole life. But when I started watching Maury, it was like a variety show. It wasn't just about one topic or two topics, okay? Nowadays, before it went off, I guess it was just like cheating, and what it also was known for was the paternity test. That's it. But other than that, her was on there. That's what we first saw her when she was really, really young. They had talent shows, guessing baby some problematic shit. All right, because you had to guess who was a real man, who was a real woman, as they say. I said, wow, we was doing this. Like, see, they was teaching them some stuff and we didn't even really know, and was kind of making fun of it too. But, it's kind of messed up when you think about it. But it was a variety of different topics and subjects and everything that was being done. And then all of a sudden it just became about you are or you are not the father and running behind stage. Like, I don't know how we got to that point, but I guess y'all gonna have to really pay for y'all paternity test now. So it is what it is. Maury had a good run. Him and his wife can just go and chill out and live off the rest of their days in the sunset. So, it was nice while it lasted. It's a lot of older shows that's coming to an end. Wow. Moving on from that. Girl, let's just get into it. No, before we get into that, Wendy Williams, because I literally just watched a video of her. Even though I feel like watching the video, she seems coherent enough, but you could tell that, mama ain't all the way there, but she's there enough. Okay. She is there enough. I don't see no sign, even though, it's different stages of the so-called dementia that y'all claim that she had. Which I never believed. So that's why I never, put that out there, because it just didn't make sense at the time. And I do believe that she has other troubling health problems, but the dementia aspect of it, no. So, she was very clear about what was going on. This whole Wells Fargo situation. Mind you, Wells Fargo is being sued for discrimination or something like that against black people, minorities, or whatever, with their loans and stuff. Don't shop in Wells Fargo's. Don't get nothing with Wells Fargo if you absolutely don't have to, all right? Meanwhile, she was just in there with her pink lipstick and her pink nail polish and her penthouse in the sky. Because I was looking out the windows too. I was like, oh, okay, look at the streets down there. All right, she really up high. This what she did the documentary after she did her movie. Okay, sitting up in that window, basically saying, people are fucking her around. People are fucking her around. She says one guy, she put his name out there, basically was using her credit card to get an attorney to basically enforce this, to go against her with the Wells Fargo situation. She's kept on saying that it's unfair, which I truly feel like it is. If you got somebody in your circle, and see, that's the thing, when you get to a certain point of celebrity, you have people that do change and they feel like they have to have all these people that come in, and there's so many hands in the pot and so many people want to control this and put their input on this and this and that you don't know who you can trust. And then when it comes down to the wire where, something probably go wrong health-wise where you can't take care of yourself or whatever, you don't know who you can trust, who's going to actually do your legal affairs, your personal affairs, all of that, and be on the up and up with it. So look at Wendy Williams. You got people in her circle that she don't even fuck with. Okay, she don't know, speaking on her behalf, using her money to get attorneys and all this stuff for them, and not even for her, to go against her. Shut down her money, trying to put her on guardianship, and it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, that lady looked clear-headed enough to go ahead and get her money, all right? And if you don't feel like she can have complete control, why don't you put somebody in charge of it, that she trusts fully, that can, make them a payee or something, make her a payee or whatever, like... I don't like the way that they're handling this whole situation. And then you got Kevin coming out saying things, trying to take accountability for the way that he did hurt her in the past. But, he also suing like the network and people for the wrongful firing of him, from the Wendy Williams show. And I'm pretty sure it was like the production company, Debmar, whatever. Also said that she at one point needed 2 blood transfusions, and it was some issue where the son had to threaten to call the cops to get the people up there to see her mama, or I should say see his mama or whatever. It's a mess that's going on with Wendy Williams right now. And, regardless of how you feel about Wendy, because 9 out of 10, I probably felt those same things, meaning that, she did absolutely too much sometimes. You know, that whole personality that she had on the radio, that was good for the radio. She transferred that messiness to the talk show, toned it down just a little bit, but not much, you know. So people want to say this is her karma or whatever. I don't want to put that on people like that. No, I don't want to put that on people like that. I just feel like this is just a messed up situation all around, because when you put shit up there like that, saying that this is this person karma, whatever, that shit can bounce back on your ass, okay? So you really do have to be careful with what you say and what you think about people. I really do hope that she get out the situation and get this settled, and it does not keep continuing and continuing and continuing. And I really hope that they do not fuck around and try to drain this lady dry. I really hope not. Moving on from that, Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, I am so listen. Megan Boo. There was a time where Megan had went on hiatus. Like all the little top pop girls went on hiatus. They really wasn't tweeting nothing or whatever. Lil Nas X just not coming back, you know. He got a little award at the iHeartRadio Awards the other night. Megan won. She was presented with an award by Kelly Rowland. You know, I said, all right, come on, H-Town. And I was like, okay, mind you, this is the same day that all of this shit was going down with Megan versus Carl Crawford. Okay. Now, it just seems as though every time this girl gets about to do something really, really good, or that's about to hit, meaning that it's out there, it's very much mainstream. You know, the recent project she had was doing this whole collaboration with Dua Lipa, the song Sweetest Pie. And I'm a Megan Thee Stallion fan. And I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. I ain't listened to the song yet. I done heard clips of it. I ain't seen the video yet. It ain't it. You know, you just gotta. It ain't in my spirit right about now. I'll probably get to it, but I gotta be honest, okay? I don't be wanting to listen to every goddamn thing all the goddamn time. I was like, Dua Lipa has that, you know, and I have to get it to Dua Lipa because I seen some things and I was like, maybe the girl. Maybe I should. And you want to know somebody else I should get into? I'm thinking about. Y'all put it down in the comments and y'all let me know. Dua Lipa and Billie Eilish. I feel like I should try to give them a chance. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that, okay? Should I or should not? Do y'all think I like some of their stuff? I mean, I heard a couple of things, you know, snippets never for things, but I was like, oh, okay, I may just like the lip. I'm trying to get back into the pop stuff, because y'all know back in the day I used to be all up in the pop, okay? You know, we had music that came out, everybody loved it, no matter if you was hip-hop head, R&B head, a soul head, electronic head, bitch, pop head, we loved it all, okay? Because music was just that good. You know, these days it's just like, girl, heard one song, you heard it all. So y'all let me know. But yeah, they had that collaboration going off, and you know, she had been dormant for a minute. Then she came back with this, and you know, it's just like, I don't understand what it is. And honestly, Megan been getting a lot of hate prior to this whole situation with Tory, because when she first came out, people were literally talking about her size, talking about her height, talking about her looks, talking about her body type and everything like that. You know, a whole bunch of misogynistic comments that was coming from men and women, unfortunately, you know, until this day, we still get that. And it feels as though it's ramped up ever since this whole Tory Lanez situation happened. And he's like gaslighting the situations too. He's gaslighting, like, Tory, you putting out this whole narrative about, you know, we need to protect black men, and you know, he's gonna bring had his foundation up because they trying to cancel, you know, black men and our black figures and our black entertainers and all this stuff, our male entertainers and all. No, we're not trying to cancel y'all. And that is what people don't understand. We don't want to cancel these people, and like I keep on saying, there is no such thing. It's no such thing as canceling anybody. All right, it's no such thing as canceling anybody in this era, because people be so mainstream, especially a mainstream person. No, it's no way to cancel a person, because just because this group of people don't want to listen to them, that group plus some more gonna listen to him. So it's like, what's the difference? It's not gonna make that a big of effect. Okay, they're gonna all, because it's gonna be some people that agree with what they do. So therefore, they're gonna garner some new fans that was like, "Ooh, I never would have thought that I would like you like that. Let me go ahead and hop on that train." So it would never be canceled. Okay, so stop with this. Oh, they canceling me. They canceling me. Ain't nobody canceling you. I just want people to hold people accountable. Quit with this. Oh, y'all want to do this to a black man. Oh, y'all wouldn't do this to this person or whatever. Y'all let this in. It's always our own. It's always black people coming up against black people. No, bitch. We want to hold people accountable. And it's not us attacking black folks or whatever. It's not us attacking black men. It's us holding these people accountable. And if we held each other accountable and do better, we wouldn't have to have these discussions. We can all be one united front. But see, we act like sometimes that, oh, we're exempt from being punished, or not necessarily punished, but getting consequences for the fuck shit that we do. Oh, just because this white person do it and they get away with it, oh, you supposed to get the same. It's not going to work that way, even though it's fucked up. We should already know that it's not going to work that way. Okay? Oh, this white person stuck up for this white person or whatever. So that means that we supposed to just let this person go past too? No, it's not right. Two wrongs don't make a fucking right. All right, just hold each other accountable. Say what you did that was fucked up, learn from it, and do better, and then we can just move on from it. And that is the problem. People don't want to acknowledge the shit that they do, and it's just ridiculous. This whole situation with Megan and Carl Crawford, baby, I don't understand what is his issue right now. Now, I know it's the same situation that's been going on. And when I say I don't understand, I get it. But I don't understand why he's going about it the way that he's going about it. Because if I'm seeing somebody, and I just don't get it, like, if I'm a new artist or somebody that's looking to get into the business, and I'm looking for a label to shop my shit to or whatever, or a management company or something like that, I would not want to go to certain people because I see the way that they're doing business. I see the way that people are talking about them, and I see how they're carrying themselves. Okay? Like, you are the head of a label. You are head of probably a management company too, or whatever the fuck it is that you're doing. And this looks very much bad for business, what you are doing. All right. You're going back and forth on the internet. And then you as a grown ass man coming at this young girl. Okay, like it just doesn't look right. That look pussyfied. And my whole thing is, if this girl owe you money because she still owe you albums or whatever, and you don't want to count the mixtape, okay, because that's something for the hotties. We agree that was a mixtape, just like you said, the Fever album and the Sugar. Those were mixtape. Her album was Good News, I believe, right? So therefore, if she do still owe you stuff in this contract that you got her locked in, all right, like take that shit to fucking court. Why are we bringing it to the internet? Megan, you too. Like, bitch, as soon as whoever started this shit, y'all should have been bold, reasonable enough, smart enough, common sense enough to know at this point that this is a tactic to get public opinion to sway to one side or the other and attack one side or the other. Okay, it's a distraction. Like, come on, y'all. And I'm talking about any and everybody. Like, quit bringing your shit to the fucking internet. All right? Because I know you trying to, like, making it don't make you look good in the sense that you arguing with motherfuckers on the internet. Like, just, you got Rock Nation behind you. Okay? Fucking call Beyonce up and put Jay-Z on the goddamn phone and tell him to get the lawyers on the speed down. Okay? Like, do whatever the fuck you got to do. You said y'all going to court. Let that be that. Bitch, I'm not finna go on no goddamn rant and have people attacking me because they already are feeling some type of way. They already got their preconceived notions of how I am or whatever. So you're not going to change their opinion. So what's the point of putting all this shit out? Carl, what is the point of your dumb ass getting up here on the fucking, like, how many times you going to go live? Like, you're going live and then you're attacking this girl, because she laid out some things that I feel is fact, okay? You didn't pay her, or they asked for the I guess the ledger or whatever was owed and all that stuff. Your people didn't show it up or bring it up or whatever. So how you gonna get your money? You're not prepared with the paperwork so that you can lay out how much is owed and all that stuff. So that's on your end. All right. And if you feel like that's not what's being said and being done, take the shit to court, not to goddamn internet and social media. Okay? That's what we don't need. Meanwhile, you got yourself looking dumb. Like, I know you're trying to defend yourself, and it's understandable. Everybody wants to defend themselves. You're trying to defend yourself. but you're not making yourself look any better because of the way that you're choosing to do this, okay? You getting on the internet, you keep on getting on live. At this time, Megan didn't shut the fuck up. She stopped tweeting like that same day. This motherfucker then hopped on live at least 3 times and he's still talking about her, okay? I mean, at one point, she got fed up and called him a pill popping powder head. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, because I guess she said that and that struck a goddamn nerves, he done did like 3 fucking lives just to say that he's not a pill popping powder head, but looking like one. I mean, he's sounding like one, meaning that you keep on trying to defend this narrative, but you're coming off a little bit like maybe it could be a little bit truth. I don't know, okay? Because if it ain't real, you say it once and let it the fuck go. Why are we still doing lives on it? And then next thing you know, she's an industry hoe. She's an alcoholic. She's this. How do you know that? You're not around her, right? And men, a lot of men and some women, they instantly go to that whole aspect of people. And that's, I don't understand that. You try to attack them with their sexuality, with their, sexual activities that you claim is happening just because you got called out for some stuff that you're doing. It's not making you look good. I wouldn't want to work with somebody like that. And even Megan said it's another artist that's right now having the same issues with him. Okay? And no, it wasn't Erica Banks, because I know people had put Erica Banks out there, but it wasn't Erica Banks. It was another girl, because she put herself out there herself. But it's just ridiculous at this point. Take the shit to fucking court. All right? And Megan, don't respond to nothing else. You did your last tweet the other day or whatever. Don't say shit else. Call somebody. If you around him, tell him to shut the fuck up. Okay? And take it to court. Because this does not look right. Meanwhile, you got, he's under the tutelage of what? Jay Prince or whatever, because Megan did mention him, whatever. I just don't understand. I know who Jay Prince is, but, bitch, y'all be, I guess. Maybe because I'm just not that type of person that's just going to be scared to do this and move with it. And this person saying move or whatever. Bitch, I'm not finna be run by nobody. But speaking of Jay Prince, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that shit. Jay Prince came out with this little video, whatever, basically saying that, the hip-hop stars or whatever, black folks, all that, the artists should come together and they should do like a little a concert or situationship or whatever on some streaming platforms or some networks during the time of the Grammys, like Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, who else he said? I think he said Jay-Z, girl, who else he said? He was naming some big names, He was naming some big names. Drake, The Weeknd, most of the people that has had issues with the Grammys. If you don't remember, The Weeknd, his album, the last one that came out, not this last one, but the one that had Blinded Lights on there, didn't get nominated for anything. Drake, he either got nominated or barely got nominated, didn't win or whatever. He had some issues where he wasn't going to submit his music anymore. We know the issues with the situation with Nicki. Nicki has been, I believe she's been nominated, but she's never won. Jay-Z, at one point, the last real Grammy that he went to, he was nominated 8 times and didn't win not one award. Okay, so it was just like, the Grammys, and this the thing. This came out there, the fact that Kanye West has been barred from coming to the Grammys to perform. They don't want him there to perform. And the first time that I heard about this before it was officially said was when the Game posted this long ass soliloquy ass essay, about the whole situation. And I'm sitting here like, he want to make it a race thing, because he was taking up for Kanye. And I only said like that because it was Kanye involved. And when I realized what it was going for, and then you want to put race up in there, I was like, no, I stopped trying to read that shit, because at this point, if you don't understand, and then they tried to make it seem like because Trevor Noah is the host, and because Trevor Noah said what he said about Kanye, which was he didn't disrespect that man, he said the truth, what we all been saying, or the majority of who has good eyes and who can see what he's doing is not right. the way that he's going about the situation with Kim and harassing her and Pete online, okay? Because that's literally what he's doing. He's harassing them, okay, online. And, I'm not touching on the kids thing because, there's certain things that I do agree with him about. Like, there should be an age limit or whatever where kids actually get on, social media apps or whatever. And they should be monitored. But, Kim is monitoring what North is doing. And it's just so funny how, like, everybody keep bringing up, he's only always talking about North. Like, don't you got 3 other kids too? Girl, okay, sir. But, it's like a fascination that he got with this girl. It's odd, but okay. I mean, maybe because that's his firstborn and whatever. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, the game, please be quiet. Please be quiet. The game pops out every now and again and he want to say something. And it's like, why don't you pay that girl that you owe that lawsuit to? That money to that you did wrong on that set of your show? Why don't you pay that money, okay? And worry about that business. The only reason why, like, nobody was talking about the game. Super Bowl came up, and I don't even really think people was truly talking about him being on the performance. I feel like people was, he saw a couple of tweets like that and ran with it, all right? Like, nobody was even thinking about the game like that. And no lie, because I actually do used to like him like that. But, it's like when people link up with certain people, I just don't like the way they attitude change. And I see that so often. Like, these artists, these individuals, they link up with people that's so powerful in the industry, or they got so much clout to feed off of them, and now they're kiss asses. Now they're dick riders or whatever. And they can't hold that person accountable. That's what I was talking about. Hold each other accountable. Kanye got so many people up in his goddamn circle, so many artists in the industry that probably don't give a fuck what he's doing because they want to stay in his circle. They're not going to call him out on his shit because, one, he probably ain't going to listen, and 2, they don't want to lose that spot because they're using that motherfucker. And again, I'm not saying that he using him, but bitch, all of a sudden comes out that, you and him is cool, y'all little buddy, and now you want to be super saver hoe for him. No, can we hold him accountable and understand that the reason why he's not performing at the Grammys, even though I believe he is nominated, is because of the shit that he's been doing. And people like, oh, so what that got to do with him performing? They don't know. He's unhinged. That motherfucker can get up there on that stage and do some stuff that's cut the cameras. We don't know, okay? Like, come on, it could be another Taylor Swift incident plus more, okay? We just don't know. And it's like, why are we rewarding bad behavior? Why can't we just hold people accountable, okay? And now you want to put on a separate show because the Grammys don't care about black folks, the Grammys this, the Grammys that, blah, 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 blah. And on the one hand, I get it, and I'm always here for it. If they was to throw, these artists was to get together and throw something, I'd be watching it. No lie, I support it. But at the end of the day, you gotta look at both sides of it. And I give you both sides. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for us to support ourselves, to support our own ventures, our own people, whatever. That's great. Uplift each other, because why are we waiting for this other institute to do it? All right. We already know the issues that's going on. And that's the thing. People are acting dumb to it. Like, this is an ongoing issue that we know, the discrimination, the unfairness, the inequality that happens within the Grammy. We know that shit in all of these award shows when it comes to black people. We know that. And this has been a talk and a tale that's been happening time and time again. And it's like, y'all keep on saying that y'all gonna boycott the Grammys, that y'all not gonna watch it. Okay. It's a lot of people that don't watch the Grammys no more. And that'll be the ones that's probably tuning in to, that whole little concert thing or whatever. But that's not gonna stop the Grammy numbers, okay? Granted, the Grammys viewership has already been steadily declining, but it's still a lot of people that still watch. And as long as you got mainstream white folks watching, okay, that don't give a fuck about rap, don't care about R&B, they want to see their country, they want to see their pop, they want to see their electronica, okay, they want to see all of that. They're gonna watch. Okay, and it's way more them than it is of us. So you're not going to put literally a dent in their numbers, not to sound like, oh, Ashley, why are you acting like that or whatever. I'm just being honest, and I'm just being truthful. I'm looking at the numbers like I'm picturing it in my head. And, and people can still be watching and have it streaming in the background. You just don't know. It's a good idea, but I wish they planned it better. And it's not going to achieve what you wanted to achieve at the last minute. But I thought y'all wasn't fucking with the Grammys anyway, so why are we making a big deal about it? Anyway, moving on from that. This whole situation with Lotto. Lotto got her album coming out, 777. And she did a radio interview with Big Boy and basically was saying how it was one particular male rapper that's on her album who basically was trying to just basically, I guess you could sum it up, because she said drop his nuts off on her or whatever, but then getting upset at the fact that, you know, she wouldn't respond to a DM or whatever. And people implied that that meant that he was trying to sleep with her. Okay. And she wanted to take his feature off, but then she didn't want to take it off because it was not enough time to take it off, and plus she kind of respected the person or whatever reason that she gave. I still would have took that shit off, because what you're not gonna do is try to fucking play me and power roll my ass. Okay, no, you're not. I don't need your ass. But people was kind of in making guesses and speculating that it could have been Kodak Black. Now, mainly because Kodak Black had previously did an interview with Angela Yee, who basically said that he do expect to fuck the artist that he's with sometimes. Like, whoever's on his label or the women, you know, who he working with. And so many words, that's basically what he said. He do expect to do that. And I'm just like, that's disgusting. So that's why people just automatically assumed that it was him. And we saw the track listing come out, and she do got like, you got 21 Savage, Lil Durk, Lil Wayne, Childish Gambino. How the fuck you get Childish Gambino? And speaking of that, Atlanta comes on tomorrow, okay? The new season, bitch. I didn't caught up. I didn't rewatch season 1 and season 2, and I forget how fucking funny they were, especially season 1. But go back to season 2 and watch that Teddy Perkins episode. That shit still gets me. Remember that award show when Teddy Perkins was out there in the seats and he was sitting next to Issa, but it wasn't Childish Gambino that was dressed up like him because he was sitting on. It was like, who the fuck was Teddy? We still don't know. It's still a goddamn mystery. But yeah, check that out. Atlanta comes on tomorrow on FX, y'all, and Snowfall comes on tonight. So I hope y'all be watching that. Snowfall, girl, they got fucking Franklin in a goddamn tiger's cage. Now how they gonna? All that shooting and shit that went down in the episode last week when they went to that restaurant to shoot up them and everybody else but the attendant target got shot. I was just so goddamn confused. I said, bitch. And then y'all ain't shoot but 1 or 2 people out of everybody that came and hit y'all up. Frankly, you need some more shooters, okay? You need some good shooters. That's what you need. But anyway, Lotto, you know, she didn't want to put the person name out there. And there's some other dude on here that I ain't never heard of. Nardo, Wick, or whatever. But Lil Durk, he in a relationship, but that don't stop nobody. I'm pretty sure 21 Savage and Lotto are the ones that going together. And they got a video out, if not. Lil Wayne, I don't think he probably would have. I don't think he would do that. Like, at this day and age, Childish Gambino, it probably ain't. Most likely not. I think he in a relationship too, but you just never know these days. Maybe it could be somebody else. I mean, it could be Bodak Black. What is his name? Kodak Black or whatever. I just don't understand his appeal. And some of y'all that watch me like him or whatever, and I just don't get it. I don't understand what he's saying. He's just so to me. Y'all saw that video of him going up there to say Donald Trump and Ray J introducing it. Now, see, I was going to skip the fact that Ray J was doing so-called business or getting business advice from him. I said now, because I was like, what the fuck is this? Brandy, what's going on with your brother? You know? And my whole thing is, you can fuck with who you want to fuck with, but make it make sense. You're getting business advice from a man that has multiple bankruptcies on his calendar, and he's being looked at, you know, lawsuits. A bitch, please. I would not. Okay, so that didn't make sense. And it was like they was little boys up there meeting that man. We named White Daddy. I was just really confused, but okay. I mean, I understand he commuted his sentence and got him out, but be like ASAP Rocky when that whole Sweden situation, he ain't turned like, you know, oh my God, I'm so uber thankful for you. And I just, no, thank you for getting me out, but fuck all that. But yeah, who do y'all think it is? And people getting upset with Lotto because she didn't put the name out. But somebody did tweet. You notice that because Kodak, he came out and said it wasn't him, but they was somebody tweet. I saw this tweet that said, notice that even though the track list came out and people were speculating about Kodak Black, and he came out and said that it wasn't him, that Lotto didn't, like, confirm it, or say that it wasn't him or whatever. Like, I don't know, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Rest in peace to LaShawn Pace, the legendary Pace sisters. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, girl. I don't know these gospel groups. The only reason why I knew some of the gospel stuff that I be knowing is because I do follow Mikhail from the Scorpion Show on Instagram, and sometimes he posts gospel artists on there and their singing abilities and everything, so that's cool. But the Pace sisters, was it Durandis? I remember seeing a video, I believe it was her, when she just walked into a house and she just started singing. So I remember that. I think she passed away too. But LaShawn, the Pace sisters got a little bit more popular recently because the song Act Like You Know was being played on TikTok. It was being used as the sound on TikTok. So, that's probably where most of y'all know them or heard them from recently. But a lot of y'all probably already knew about him. I'm new to the game, y'all. I didn't grow up in the church, so I don't know these gospel folks. So, it's unfortunate the way that she passed away. She passed away because of kidney failure. She was waiting for, or I should say, yeah, organ failure, because she was waiting for a kidney for the past 5 years or so. And she was only 60 years old. And I was like, that's crazy. People are dying younger and younger each and every day, and I'm just getting really, really sad about it. I ain't got to know you to know that it's just crazy out here, y'all. It's really crazy out here. So I pray for the family, and I know she's doing it big, singing her heart out up in heaven. Because, they could sing. That's the thing. And see, sometimes I wish I was into the gospel like that, because some of the motherfuckers be singing they ass off. Like, that's that good fucking singing. I be having chills when I be listening, okay? I remember when I was looking at the Clark sisters, the movie, bitch, I still got that on my DVR, okay? And I still be watching it time and time again, because that was one of Lifetime's best movies, all right? They did that shit. Bitch. But anyway, moving on from that. Sex in the City's revival and Just Like That got renewed for season 2. I know it was some controversy about the first season. Some people didn't like it. I liked it. It was okay with me. It was heavy-handed with some of the issues that they was trying to be so all inclusive and diversified or whatever. So I get that some people didn't like it because it didn't feel true to the original. But it was cool for me, for somebody that didn't really watch the original. So hey, it is what it is. Like I said, Atlanta season 3 coming back tomorrow. Soulja Boy is having a boy. I can't believe that this is his first child. After all the shit that he been doing all these years, this is his first child. Who the baby mama, I don't know. But congrats to him. Meanwhile, it is unfortunate that an act like this had to be passed in Congress. The Crown Act is finally passed the House on Friday with a vote of 235 to 189. Basically saying employers can't discriminate against people because of the natural texture of their hair styles, or whatever. You cannot discriminate, because there are some people that still, have had trouble getting jobs because they have locks, or, they'll get the job and then the employee be like, well, in order to keep this job, you're going to have to cut those locks, or you're going to have to do this and do that like that, or you can't have your fro, you need to straighten out your hair, and you need to look, because that doesn't look presentable. Bitch. Meanwhile, they wake up out the bed and they shit be all over their heads and don't even do shit to it sometimes. And it's like, that's presentable? That's presentable? Oh, okay. Why don't you put a brush and a comb through it? Okay. I don't know, but it's unfortunate that the basic stuff, like, we just heard about the lynching law. The lynching act just got passed, the anti-lynching act, and you would think that would be a given, okay? 3 people held out on that. Now we have the Crown Act. Oh, you can't discriminate people here. Girl, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But we making strides. Rest in peace also, and this is unfortunate too. Lakevia Jackson. She was Young Thug, the rapper Young Thug, baby mother of one of his kids. I think his 14-year-old son. I don't want to call her a baby mama in this. I mean, that's what she is, but it just sounds a little bit harsh and disrespectful to say that in this case, because she unfortunately lost her life due to something so stupid. She was at a birthday party at a bowling alley, and she got into an argument with this man over a bowling ball. He waited after the party, and after she was leaving for 20 minutes, he waited outside in the parking lot to find her, for her to come out, and I believe he shot her and killed her. I don't believe they found him yet, and if they have, put it down in the comments, but you have got to be one pussy-fied of a man to do some shit like that. First of all, to be arguing over a fucking bowler ball, and then to shoot somebody and take their life from their child. And I'm pretty sure I would not be. Was the boy there with her? You did that to. Put him under the jail, okay? Put him under the jail. That's messed up, and I've heard that the boy ain't doing too well. I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure he's not. That's sad. I feel for him. I hope that family get justice. I really do. Once again in the news, Howard University. Baby, Howard University used to be the staple of the HBCUs. I mean, they used to be getting all the money, all the talks about and everything. But baby, girl, ever since, I ain't gonna say this a correlation, but ever since Miss Felicia Rashad became dean or whatever the fuck over there, girl, she just been coming out left and right. I know why I put that in there. That's petty. Okay, but I just did that because I was thinking about that interview that she did when her sister was there, when the kids was calling them out about the unjust treatments and living conditions that they was living in. And she was basically like, fuck all that, and went up in Meanwhile, Miss Debbie was sitting there trying to ask the questions and listen to them. Meanwhile, Felicia just trying to get up in the building like, don't engage in that, girl. Don't engage in that. I was like, wait a minute. Now, see, I be seeing different sides to Miss Felicia Rashad, and I just don't know how I like it. Okay? I will never forget when I met Debbie Allen. All right. I would tell this story till I'm blue in the face. That time I went to Tyler Perry's house, and she was there, bitch. She was there asking where the macaroni at. She came over there to me and my friend. She was like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I was like, oh my God, this is Debbie Allen. And she was like, oh, this macaroni is so good, girl. I'm finna go over there. I'm finna try and see if they got me some more, because I need to get some more. I said, you know what? You better fuck it up. Fuck it up, bitch. I said, we had a little conversation over some macaroni, bitch. Ain't that so black? But anyway, moving on from that. The teachers, first it was the students that was goddamn protesting and having issues because of the unlivable conditions of the dorms and everything, you know. Baby, now it's the teachers, the non-tenured teachers, the faculty members and everything. They basically want to be paid what they need to be paid. They said some people are getting paid $40,000 or less a year. And that is not enough to be living in D.C. And I've heard that D.C. is expensive, okay? I've heard that shit is one of the most expensive cities in the country. And I just feel for them. You know, they was protesting and everything. It's always something going on with these HBCUs, okay? And it's just unfortunate. Like, we got to do better. All these endowments, all these alumni, these rich alumni that be talking and all these shout outs or whatever that they get. How come y'all can't just fix these shits up? I really don't understand. Like, what is really going on? Okay? What is really going on? Meanwhile, update on Brittany Griner. Is it Garner or Griner? Griner. Girl, update on Brittany, bitch. Okay? She went to the Moscow court. They then extended her sentence to another 2 years. I think, not 2 years. Oh, don't put that on her like that. So she's gonna be there for at least till May. And after that, we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, we saw the video of her walking into the hearing or whatever, and you can tell she's trying to keep strong, but you can tell she's scared. And I just feel so bad for her. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad that nobody is really talking about this situation and how, you know, I'm pretty sure she's terrified because, once again, like I said, she's a black lesbian woman in this country that does not like our country, that is currently in a war. That is sad, that is scary, that is terrifying. And I pray that she comes out of that and her mind don't be so messed up, because you know that she gonna need some therapy, she's gonna need some help, she's gonna need some attention. And I just hope all that support and love is gonna be there for her. I really pray for that. And I pray that she comes out unscathed, unharmed, or anything like that, and nothing happens to her. I really do. Sierra has been added to the Color Purple movie, the musical. She about to 1-2 step up in the Color Purple, okay? She was about to say, 1-2 step. Let me see you 1-2 step. I said, bitch, what is she finna play? And I know that this is supposed to be a musical. And that's where they stopped me right there, okay? That's what it got me. And some people think that I don't like Sierra. I love me some Sierra, okay? I love me some Sierra, but bitch, it's like saying Janet Jackson is gonna be up in y'all know I love me some Janet, but y'all know there are singers and there are singers, okay? And I don't know if Miss Girl got she's gonna be singing some stuff. She's gonna be playing the older Natty. Halle Bailey. She is playing young Natty, and Sierra will be playing older Natty. But I'm here for it though. Even though I'm just like, how is it? I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it work. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it work, and I'm pretty sure the movie is gonna be great. And I'm gonna be here for it. I support everybody in there. I just had to get a little jokes out. Some Sierra fan finna be up in the comments like, bitch, why you being so shady? Because the fuck I can. And what are you gonna do about it besides all up in the comments? Let me stop. Speaking of shit, now Nicki Minaj, ma'am, what is the beef that she got with Doja and City Girls? I thought her and City Girls was cool now. Now, I know I've been hearing rumblings about her and Meg or whatever, and I noticed that, they don't interact or whatever. So, honestly, let me just say this. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. All right? I only mention that because I think it was hiphopnews.com or something did a little article on her, and she posted part of the article. And this petty bitch, this grown petty bitch, crossed out Doja, City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, and Cardi B name. I said, bitch, you're too grown for this. But it was funny to me, but it was fucked up at the same time. But it was like, what was the purpose? Because, of course, people want to, you're going to have her stance that's going to defend it. It just didn't look right. It was real petty, because why? All right, now you trying to, now it makes it look like it's a real beef or some situation that's going on, and it's probably most likely not. But, girl, y'all don't look too deep into it, okay? Y'all don't look too deep into it. I just found the shit funny. I was like, girl, what now? What the fuck Doja do? Doja was just hyping you up like she wanted you on her last album. Girl, let me tell you something. Doja been doing it, bitch. Doja been doing it. I said Nicki is funny, and she ain't supposed to be. I said, now, girl, why did you do that? You ain't have to do that. You ain't have to do that. That was not needed. You could have just continue promoting that Blick Blick song. Now, let me tell you something. I already told y'all. I don't know if I told y'all. Them 2 songs that Nicki put out recently with Lil Baby, they cute or whatever, but, it was a one-time listen to me, okay? But for some reason, like, the Blick Blick, I don't know. The verse, I just liked it. Like, I think it's because I like Koi. I think I like Koi now. Bitch, she asked that bitch if she a lesbian. I said, girl, you asked the questions that we wanted to know, because when Koi first came out, mama was a little STEM, okay? She was a little STEM stud, And I thought the girl was gay. So when she came back out the way that she's out now, I said, bitch, who the fuck is this? I think I remember her. And then when that video popped up, I said, bitch, that was you dancing and rapping at the ice cream truck. You don't even sound the same no more. And she said, nah, I ate pussy one time and it just wasn't for me. Nicki said, well, how you know it wasn't for you while you was already in it? That shit was funny as hell. I don't give a fuck when nobody said that shit was funny as hell. But at the same time, Nicki, you too goddamn grown to be that damn petty, okay? You ain't need to do that shit. Grow up a little bit, but that was funny. Anyway, moving on from that, I do like that song. I like the whole song. I like Nicki verse. Nigga didn't have to eat her up like that on that song, but I like Koi's song too. I love her verse. I like the whole song, and I like the video. The video plays to Koi's personality, so you know it's really cute. Nothing deep about it. Moving on from that, Jamaica said bounce, okay, to the queen. You know, all like the Caribbean countries, they trying to get that girl out of there. They are trying to get that girl leadership out of there, okay? First it was Barbados, you know. Shout out to Rihanna. Okay. And then William and Kate came over there. Bitch, they was like, what the fuck you here for? We protesting. We want we want Queen Elizabeth name off of every shit, bitch. We want to be emancipated, bitch. And we want fucking reparations. Girl, I said, what was the point of them coming in? Do you? I wish I would have seen that, bitch. They should have had a video camera. Like, somebody put up a video and post that shit, because I want to see their face. Because you know they tried to say face and be like, and deep inside, they like, oh shit, they steaming, they embarrassed. They probably was turning beet red. It's time. It's time. Get these people back their freedom, okay? Anyway, moving on from that, Beyonce said, what a good time to be alive, bitch. This whole damn time of this Oscar process, you know, you had award shows, you had Oscar dinners or whatever and shit like that, the nominees getting together. Beyonce was nowhere to be found. Beyonce will be performing at the Oscars on Sunday. I believe it comes on Sunday. Girl, y'all know what the fuck to do. Tweet me when she about to perform. When the commercial say, coming up next, Beyonce. Okay? Y'all say Ashley turn to the Oscars right now. She finna come when the commercial come off. Because Ashley is not finna sit there and watch that shit. I'm watching the regular shit that I be watching. Okay? If they come on this Sunday. But, I don't like the song like that. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those songs that I play back to back, but it's one of those songs that I do want to hear live, because I'm pretty sure it will go live. So that's all that I'm looking forward to. Moving on from that, what else we got to talk about? Your girl Amanda Bynes is free from her conservatorship after 9 years. You know, I didn't realize that she was on in one when I first mentioned this few weeks ago, but it's understandable that she was in one because we knew the psychological issues that she was going through, the mental issues that she was going through. It was being put out and displayed all in the media, and her parents had no, you know, pushback. They was 100% on board. The judge granted her to end the conservatorship, so congratulations to her. Charmaine from Black Ink Crew, Chicago, just in case y'all wanted to know, she quit the show. All right, she quit the show, basically called Ryan a jealous bitch. Okay. He just jealous of my success. He basically acting like, you know what? This whole time I'm thinking that he had my back. Meanwhile, when I'm not even in the room, he talking shit behind my back. Like, why she getting so many scenes? And why is it always on her and everything? Like, no, don't do that. Okay? You up here talking about some, you know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be nowhere. If it wasn't for this show, you wouldn't be nothing and all this shit. And she was like, bitch, first of all, you act like this show is just about you, okay? You the only one that made the show, when actuality it was everybody that was involved in the cast that made the show. Now let me just say this. Do I can see she made some points and he made some points, all right? But listen, point one, if it wasn't for this show, we wouldn't know who the fuck a Charmaine is, okay? She would not probably be where she is now. And if she is, she would have probably took a longer route to get there, okay? That's one. But two, in her defense of what she said, the show became the show not because of just you, Ryan, but because of everybody. Because I guaranteed you, everybody was not tuning in just to look at you and your cuteness, okay? That's not it. Because at one point, you really was a bitch, okay? Your attitude, the arrogance, the dictatorship type of situation that you was acting like, you know, you was doing a lot. And then, Charmaine, you turned into that same shit type of person that he was, that, you know, was getting on your ass or whatever in this last season. Like, you completely turned a lot of us off from you. So I don't care that you're gone from the show. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you said his storyline was kind of boring. Truth be told, in recent years, all of y'all shits was kind of boring. Okay, all of y'all shits was kind of boring. What kept the show really engaged in the first few years was when Don was cheating his ass off on Ashley, and you had a little thing to do with it. Ryan was cheating his ass off, and then Van, bring Van back, because Van brought some life to the shit too. Okay, but honestly, it's most likely probably time for these Black Ink shows to just go, because they're not as real. Like, I still like Black Ink Chicago, and I will still review that, but I already told y'all in another video, like, Black Ink New York is just totally fake. Black Ink Compton, they're bitches. Okay, the men KP and Tim are bitches, and I just don't like the way that they talk to women, especially Tim. Okay, that's just, he has no respect for women at all. But Charmaine, I mean, go ahead and do what you gotta do, boo. If you need to get off the show, you don't need the show. You got your man, my man, my man, my man. You got your man, do what you gotta do, okay? Like he said, this is some shit that could have been handled in a private phone call. Why y'all had to put this shit on the internet? I just don't understand. So we can talk shit about y'all. But the last thing that I really want to talk about, it was this 21-year-old girl, Jayana Tanae Webb, from Pennsylvania. She is being charged with third-degree murder, homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, a DUI, and other related charges in connection with a fatal crash that claimed the life of 3 people. And 2 of those people were state patrol officers, state troopers, Pennsylvania state troopers. So what happened was, and see, and I'm let me preface this. It just baffles me the way people are handling this situation. Now you listen to the details and you tell me. So, she was driving the other night, or the other day, early morning. She tweets. Now first we hear the story, and I remember seeing the tweet before I heard the story. She was like, why did I just get pulled over for doing 110 in a 50 miles per hour lane or whatever? And she was laughing about it. That was cool. Okay, you got pulled over. You was doing the fucking most, And then she did another tweet that basically said she's the best drunk driver ever. So you're admitting on social media and to the public, you're coherently admitting that you drive drunk and you're the best at it. She got pulled over for that, driving 110 in a 50 miles per hour lane, okay? And the troopers let her go because they were responding to a fellow pedestrian or whatever who needed some assistance. They let her go. I don't know if she got a ticket then or whatever, but she didn't get called in. She didn't get arrested or whatever. And they go up there to help that pedestrian, to help that other driver or whatever. This bitch came down there and she ran up into all 3 of them and killed them. Drunk driving. Okay? And people are defending this girl and saying basically, like, one girl, she literally said, so, I mean, you do gotta suffer the consequences or whatever, but given her life, that's not gonna stop people from drunk driving. That's not gonna stop people from doing this or whatever. So maybe she should just get rehab and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, bitch. Why are y'all being lenient and trying to defend this situation? Because I guarantee you, if it was anybody else, if it was a white person, y'all would have been like, lock that bitch up. Lock that bitch up. And some of y'all are doing it because what somebody tweeted to me, my friend tweeted to me, she was like, some of them are saying this shit because they was like, they don't give a fuck because, it was 2 white officers. So the fuck what? Okay, I know people got issues with the police, but those same officers could have locked her ass up and put her in the backseat of the goddamn patrol car at that very moment when they pulled her ass over for doing what she knows she was doing wrong. Okay, but they didn't. They let her go. So now it's fuck them because of the color of their skin. And I get it. We in a, like, come on. 2 lives, 2 innocent, 3 lives lost, okay? She killed somebody because she willingly got behind the wheel and she knew she was drunk. Oh, how can a incoherent person, a drunk person call an Uber and they charging all this money or whatever? Bitch, if you knew that you was gonna get drunk as fuck, and if you was gonna have a drink, you shouldn't have been driving in the first goddamn place, for one. For fucking two, the bitch was coherent enough. She's a grown-ass woman and she knows about drinking and driving and the consequences that should come with it. And she was coherent enough to tweet out that very night, that very moment, she's the best drunk driver ever. All this other stuff that she was tweeting out about drinking and driving. She knew. You're boasting about it and y'all some of them trying to make fucking excuses of it. Throw that bitch in jail, okay? You're 21 years old. You're old enough to fucking know, okay? We learned about drinking and driving when we was 14, 15, and probably younger than that, okay? We know about this shit. So now we supposed to have sympathy on you because you're 21 years old. This is your first offense or whatever. You took 3 lives. You took 3 lives because of something that you willingly did. And don't say, oh, she was still incoherent. No, she wasn't. Because sometimes people can be drunk and they can still be a little coherent. She knew what the fuck she was doing. And it just got away at her. And now you got to pay the consequence. Hold the bitch accountable and let her do her time. We do realize that she killed 3 people. And 3 of those people just so happen to be police officers. And therefore, they're going to try to throw the fucking book at her. Okay, so no, I don't want to see people in jail. I don't want to see young lives lost. But we have to understand that we can't go out here just doing anything that we want to do, okay, without the consequences that come with it. So let's stop trying to make excuses for fuckers. I mean, for fuckers, for motherfuckers, okay, for people, and let them do their time. Like y'all just been making excuses for motherfuckers all fucking week. What the hell is going on? Anyway, let me get the fuck up off of here. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I see y'all later, bitch. It is 7:35. I'm hungry. Let me tell y'all what happened today. So I ordered something. I ordered some Taco Bell, okay? Haven't had it in a long time. Ordered some Taco Bell for lunch at work. Because I was like, oh, shit, bitch, they got a Taco Bell right around the corner. I couldn't get out there, so let me order. Bitch, I only wanted like 3 little soft tacos and a pop, and I had the nacho fry burrito. Okay. That's it. That was decent. I was like, that's cool. That should tie me over till I get home. I don't like to eat so heavy, because you can inhale them goddamn little tacos. They ain't shit. Bitch, I get my bag. First of all, I said, sir, where's the drink? Oh, they didn't give me a drink. You want me to go back? I said, fuck it. Now, at that moment, as soon as I didn't see that they had no drink because I was thirsty, I said, bitch, you know what? Let it go. Bitch, I decided to look into my bag. Why is 2 of my tacos missing? I said, what the fuck? Drink and 2 tacos. I was mad. I was like, give me my motherfucking money back. Bitch, like when you get your heart set on something that you ain't had in a long time and then you finally order it and then they fuck up the order. Girl, I was over it. But anyway, that was God telling me, bitch, you ain't needed in the first place. I said, I guess. You right. But I'll see y'all later, okay? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. We finna kiki together tonight. We finna kiki together tomorrow. And I will see y'all later, all right? Peace.